The differences of gravity acceleration on the surfaces of the planets. You know from the previous unit that the scientist Isaac Newton was the first one who discovered the Earth's gravity force. When he was standing under a tree, he found an apple falling down to the ground. So he proved that there is a force of gravity. A force of gravity means attraction force. Attraction force between any two objects in the space. The force of gravity depends on two factors. Number one, the mass of each object. Number two, the distance between them. The force of gravity is directly proportional to the mass of each object, but the force of gravity is inversely proportional to the distance between them. Look at this graph. This graph represents the force of gravity on the surface of planets. This graph between the Earth's gravity force and the attraction force of the other planets. We observe that the force of gravity differs from a planet to another according to the differences in its mass, where the gravity of the planet increases by what? By increasing its mass, and vice versa. The following table shows the ascending order of the planets according to the acceleration due to the gravity on its surface. The measuring unit of acceleration due to the gravity is meter per second square. Meter per second square. The gravity from this table, the gravity on the Earth's surface is 9.78 meter per second square. So the gravity on the Earth's surface is larger than that on Mars' surface. Why? Because the mass of the Earth planet is larger than the Mars planet. And the force of gravity is what? Directly proportional to the mass. The force of gravity is directly proportional to the mass. Some notes from the previous table. Acceleration due to gravity is the largest on Jupiter planet, while it is the least on Mars planet. Number 2, the Earth has the largest gravity on its surface in the inner planets. Number 3, moons. What are the moons? Moons are followers, small space bodies that are affected by the gravity of the planets that rotate around them, as in case of our moon, which is the follower of the Earth. Give reason when I ask you the moon is considered the follower of the Earth planet. So, because what? The moon rotates around the Earth planet and it's affected by its gravity. The following table shows the number of moons which rotate around each planet of the solar system. Mercury has no moons, Venus has no moons, Earth 1, Mars 2, Jupiter 62, Saturn 60, Uranus 27, Neptune 12. Number 4, asteroids. What are the asteroids? They are thousands of different sized rocky masses that rotate around the Sun in a certain region called the Belt of the Wanderer asteroids, which lies between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. So asteroids are rocky space bodies of different sizes. Most of them rotate around the Sun in the region of the Belt of the Wanderer asteroids. What's the meaning of the Belt of the Wanderer asteroids? It's a region that separates the group of inner planets from the group of the outer planets.